Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video covering the ownership of this 1966 250S we recently purchased. I'm really excited to bring you this video because for the first time we were able to take this car out on the open road. It's insured now and ready to go. The braking system, if you've been following this video series, was obviously giving me a lot of trouble when I first purchased it, and I knew it would. The previous owner told me that it needed some stuff like that, and he had just kind of given up on it. So I went through the entire braking system, obviously rotors, pads, rebuilt the calipers, 100% new brake fluid, .4, which we'll talk about that. And then he couldn't get it to steer, replace the power steering pump, and it still wouldn't steer. I bled the system. We'll also go over that, just not in this video. For this video, I just want to share with you the first drive on the open road with this W108. Like it's shifting better.
Is it?
This is Krug Park in St. Joseph, Missouri. This is our destination on our little Sunday cruise, and a fun bit of history, this castle was originally built in 1922. So with Courtney, my girlfriend, behind the wheel of the Mercedes, we were ready to head home after a nice relaxing Sunday cruise through the park. So a couple of observations that I made, and all you W108 automatic owners, perhaps you can chime in and tell me if this is normal behavior for this transmission. The way I understand it, it starts out in second gear, and the 2-3 shift comes a little late at times. Sometimes it seems normal, other times the engine seems to race a little bit, maybe up to 25 or 30 mile an hour before it does shift to third. But then the 3-4 shift comes awful late, closer to 50 miles per hour, and the engine seems to really be racing at that point. Obviously, I don't have a tachometer, so I don't know how fast the engine's spinning. Just listening to it, it sounds like it's getting out of hand, starting to spin a little bit too fast. But the car sat for a number of years. Maybe it just needs exercise. I don't know. Again, maybe you can tell me if that's normal. But the engine does seem to chatter a little bit once it gets warmed up, and the solid tappet engine, I'm sure that's probably commonplace. But a valve adjustment is next on the list, so we will do the valve adjustment and we'll listen to it after that. I'm not gonna freak out until I do that, but The car seemed to drive great otherwise. It does have a little bit of steering play. I did purchase an idler arm rebuild kit and a steering coupler, so I'll be replacing both of those, and hopefully that'll tighten up that steering and keep it from playing. But yeah, the car does seem to drive great. It's a lot of fun, so I wanted to share that with you definitely, and let you know that we did get it out on the open road and took a little stroll through the park, and we really enjoyed that. So should have another video coming maybe later on this week to cover. I did the diff fluid and, of course, bleeding the power steering system and grease the front end and all that. So I hope to be bringing that to you here within the next few days, maybe within the next week. But I'll get a video put together for you, and we'll check that stuff out as well. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you watching. Thank you for all the comments. And until next time, take care.